Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, xrhammer, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build the Skyguard Tower on Dungeon Defenders 2. Okay, now let's take a look at the Skyguard. You know what, I'm going to put it just a bit further back here just so he doesn't keep attacking straight off the bat. Right now, as you can see, it's beautiful, and it is a anti-air tower, right, as standard. I will go over what I mean by that in a little while. But as you can see, it's got a decent range. The attack isn't too bad, but the attack rate, once again, is really slow. Okay, so the same with any tower, right? Any damaging tower, you need to bring that attack rate all the way down using the defense speed. Okay, now if we just put the 20 points in there, you can see it's gone down to 1.3. The DPS has gone up. You know, it's fantastic because that's what you want, right? Now, these things are awesome, and I'll go over why. Now, if there's more than one enemy, like this, you will see, when it fires, it's shooting out 2 of the projectiles, okay, out of 2 of the cannons, and they will hit individual targets, which means it will hit 3 targets at a time, okay, so per attack. So it maxes out. Let me just pop this one down just to show you. This is my one. Okay, so it caps out at 0.5 seconds, right, the attack rate. And as you can see, it's very, very, very quick. It will hit 3 enemies at once, okay, which is brilliant. So you really do want to bring that attack rate all the way down, right, to 0.5. Now, we've got this here. We've gone into the Ascension tree. Okay, now everything wants to go into damage once you've maxed out your defense speed, right? That's just a given. So just those points there. It's still got no relic on it, nothing like that. It's gone up to 173k, right, DPS, which is still on its own very, very, very good, right? So we'll go in. Again, you want to be doing the defense crit chance, defense crit damage, and for me, on this tower, right, you've got 2. You've got the slow duration. Okay, now when it hits, it will slow the enemy when it's maxed for 2 seconds, right, which is brilliant, especially if it's hitting 3 of them. It's slowing 3 enemies down for 2 seconds, right? Fantastic. So, well, for an extra 2 seconds, should I say, right? And the range gambit. For me, on the Skyguard, the range is second important to the attack speed, right? Because you want it to be hitting from as far away as possible. Now I'm just going to throw these into here, and I don't even know why. You know, we'll just throw them all into there. Right, so as you can see, you know, the crit chance has gone up, the crit damage has gone up. The attack rate is still nowhere near, right? So, this is where the fun starts. Now, there are no, as far as I am aware, there are no special mods for the Skyguard, right? Now, there are a couple of builds you can do. You can go with the Petrify build with 2 different Skyguards. So you can have one doing poison, one doing earth, right? Now, that is very, very, very strong. On my main one, I've got a Storm Servo because I'm working on getting one with a Water Servo on it so that it stuns them. You know, Petrify is debatably better than stun, but I prefer stun myself. It's personal preference, right? So let's go into here. We will go over to him, and we'll find just a random relic to throw on. You know what? We'll go with the maxed out attack speed one. There it is. For defense rate servo, maxed out. Let's pick it up, throw it on the Skyguard, right? So now, as you can see, it's still not there, right? And this is with a 10 out of 10. Granted, I believe it's at campaign. Wrong character again. No, it's at Chaos 7, right? So that just goes to show it needs to be at Chaos 8. Now, let's swap over to him. And yeah, that is still very, very, very quick, right? More than, you know, you actually need, personally, for me, right? So, let's say we go into here. You got your shards when it lets me go down here and click. Now, I have got a gilded defense rate, I believe. I have also got a normal defense rate, right, which will more than bring it down. So yeah, if you're running a perfect or a 10 out of 10 defense rate, it needs to be at chaos 8 to bring your Skyguard all the way down to its cap, right? Or a gilded defense rate will do it, right? So as you can see, look at that, right? So now it's at 0.5. The DPS is 1.31 mil, and we haven't put anything into the damage, right? And this is a health relic, right? Or totem. So yeah, right. So let's say we put the normal bat on, and then of course deadly strikes, right? This is a gilded one, so it's jumped up to like 5,700 range, right? But let me go over to my one. As you can see, the range at 5250, which is what this is at, because I believe this one hasn't got a gilded on it. No, it's just normal deadly strikes, right? Which is very impressive. So if I take that off and I'll swap this for the gilded, there we go, right? So that brings it to 5.7, right? And as you can see, just by that circle, that range is gnarly, right? That is absolutely insane. Now, there is a anti-ranged mod, right? Or servo. So it will do, not anti-ranged, sorry, yeah, I think it's anti-ranged. But yeah, the anti-flyers. Now, for me, I personally don't use it, right? I use the defense rate just because I've only got a normal defense rate on it, not a gilded one, so I need it to bring it all the way down. Power servo and storm, right? Now, on this, right, you can run anti-melee on this, right? Now, I was running anti-melee for quite a while, because if you double it with the Earth Shatter with Earth Toss, right? Now, this little setup is broken, right? And I will showcase this because it's brilliant. And yeah, so your Skyguard essentially hits ground troops in a fashion, right? You knock the ground troops into the air, they class as flying mobs because they're in the air. This thing will attack them, okay? So, now that we've gone over that, I am going to go jump in a match and we'll show the Skyguard off. Okay, so I have chosen the Forest Crossroads, okay, and we are on Chaos 7. Now, just going to have a quick look at my Earth Shatter, right? Now, I have taken off the Destruction for Earth Toss, okay? Now, as you can see, this thing the range on it is ridiculous anyway. Okay, so if we put it back here like this, the range is 9,033, so, you know, it's hitting things, yeah, in spawn from where it is, right, which is fine. Now, the DPS is only 2.7 mil, right, which is not a great deal, but if you put a couple aiming onto each lane like this, right, now the Earth Shatters are expensive. You could probably get away with one, possibly, but I'm going with two just because, right? Now, this is where the fun bit kicks in, because you can just throw as basically as many of these down as possible, right? Now, you do have to keep them safe. Don't stick them in the middle of a lane. That could be fatal, right? Because they're going to get taken out very, very, very quickly. Now, I feel as though I've put too many of these down, so I'm going to get rid of, you know, probably one each. Just have one on each lane, because the attack rate is maxed out on them, because that's just the most important thing in my opinion, right? And then yeah, we'll put a couple there, because that is a flying lane anyway. We've got a couple there, couple there, couple there, and then just to be on the super duper safe side, right, I'm going to put some spy blockades down. Now I'm going to put one there. I'm going to double up here just because, you know, it's a bigger lane, bigger entrance, and I'm just going to throw one here, right? And now what we're going to do, that is not the right monk. That was the display monk, and he doesn't quite cut it, alright? So we're going to put Goldilocks on just in case it all goes pear-shaped. Shouldn't, but so we'll start it up, and as you can see, they get knocked up. This lane, they're still shooting, see, but they were shooting at that kobold. So as they get closer, see, this knocks them up, and that takes them down. Now, the joy of using this build is not only why is there Frostfire proccing over there when I didn't shoot. It's very confusing, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Frostfire, isn't it? I'm very confused. I haven't shot, but anyway, you can see it's brilliant, right? The Earth Shatters knock the enemies up into the air, and the Sky Guards basically finish them off. So you can run anti-melee on your Sky Guard, right? Which is what I was running for a while. I took it off mainly for the storm, right? But I mean, if I really wasn't that bothered, I could just take the storm off, because you don't need an elemental effect when you're knocking enemies up into the air and dealing this much damage. Right, so I think he's stuck. Yeah, there we go. He's gone. So let's have a looky at what boss is going to come. Is it this lane? No, might be this back lane. Oh, it's this lane here. Dreadbones, right? Now, this is a big problem, and I will show you as to why, right? Now, the Sky Guards, for taking out aerial troops, you can't beat it, right? It really does. Watch this kobold coming in, and da-dum, right? And like I said, these things can target 3 aerial troops at a time, and the same applies for the enemies that are getting knocked up. Right, so if it knocks 3 enemies up at once, it's going to hit all 3 of those enemies while they are airborne. Right, really, really, really good. So, yes, the problem we now face is that I can't remember which bosses actually get knocked up. Right, I'm pretty sure most of them don't. So, yeah, where's Dreadbones? Dreadbones is going to come in, and as you can see, right, so this setup, it works for normal mobs. For bosses, not so much. So we'll get rid of him just because, right? So yeah, you can use it. It is fun. They do take out aerial troops, like I said, with ease, which is their job. And yeah, you can have fun using the Earth Shatters and turning it so that it attacks some melee troops. So yeah, guys, that is how to build the Skyguard Tower. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.